So the next game is one that's more for a competitive group. It's called Codenames, and it's a fun game to play, especially if you have a small group. So if you have anywhere from, I'd say probably a minimum of maybe 8 people, although they say 4, but I would say probably 8 is minimum, to maybe 20 or so people. Then you can kind of play this game, and it can be a really fun way to add some competition. But basically, according to the rules, you have to have at least 4 team members. And you can probably do it with as many as like 30 people. Although if you do, you're going to have a lot of people kind of not really participating. So the smaller the group, the better this one kind of works. But Codenames, it's a fun and competitive virtual game. It's a free app, by the way. It allows 2 different teams to compete to be a spy champion, right? And really, it's an adaptation of a classic card game, and it's really one of the best online games that can be easily adapted to Zoom. Though it's why we put it pretty close to the top on this one. But let me kind of give you a quick overview, though. So the group is divided into 2 teams, a red team and a blue team, and there are 25 cards that are laid out in a 5x5 format. Each card is what's called an agent, right? So the card has a code name printed on it. So the agent's code name is printed on the front of the card. And of the 25 agents, there is one of those cards that is the assassin. So if either team picks that card, they lose automatically. So it's kind of like hitting the 8-ball in pool, So it's like, that's the one thing you don't want to get, the assassin card. So it's only one out of the 25. So if somebody picks that one, if one of the teams picks that one, they lose, the game's over. 9 of the spies, or 9 of the cards, are blue team agents, and 9 of the agents are for the red team. So out of the 25 cards, 9 are blue, 9 are red. The goal is for each team to contact their 9 agents by the code name. They have to figure out the code name of their 9 agents before the other team contacts their agent. So it's a race, right? So each team selects a spy master. The spy masters will be able to see all the cards and the colors and what color each one of the cards are and that kind of thing. Whereas the participants, they just see the words. That's it. Right. So each spy master will give clues to their teams to help the team pick their own cards without picking the other team's cards or picking the assassin. So spy masters, they give clues that contain a single word and a number, right? So the number corresponds to the number of cards that the clue applies to. For instance, if you go into the show notes, I printed a sample card file so you can kind of see it. But on that sample card file, the spy master could say something like 2 hospital, because 2 if it's for the blue team, because there are 2 blue cards that are kind of medically related. Like one of them has the word doctor on the front, one of them has patient. So if there are 2, if we're saying 2, so 2 cards relate to a hospital, the blue team might be able to pick out the doctor and the patient card and be able to score 2 points in one go. Now the spy master can also give a 0 to eliminate cards. So the red spy master might say 0 hospital to eliminate the same 2 cards. So each team will take turns until they make contact with all of their agents, or they get assassinated, or the other team wins. And it's a fun, easy way to kind of get a team to interact with each other and be a little competitive.